Rajya Sabha continues discussion on motion of thanks to President Kovind's address. Centre postpones NEET PG 2022 exams by 6 to 8 weeks. Assam Mizoram to form high-level regional committees to solve decade-old border issue. Sikkim Chief Minister attends advocacy program on PM Vandhan Yojana, distributes checks to 30 Vandhan Kendras. And normal classes to resume for classes 6 to 12 in Meghalaya soon. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Sangeeta Bhattacharjee, bringing to you the stories in detail. The Rajya Sabha today continued its discussion on a motion of thanks to President Ramnath Kovind's address to both the Houses of Parliament. Participating in the discussion, Prasanna Acharya of BJD lauded the government for highlighting the sacrifices made by freedom fighters, including Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. The BJD MP also talked about the plight of farmers and raised the issue of women reservation. On the other hand, K. Som Prasad of CPIM raised the issue of rise in petroleum prices and disinvestment of profit-making PSUs. Further, Manoj Jha of RJD raised the issue of unemployment in the country. Priyanka Chaturvedi of Shiv Sena, K. Ravindra Kumar of TDP also spoke on the motion of thanks to the President's address. Government has postponed the NEET PG 2022 examinations by 6 to 8 weeks. Earlier, the exam was scheduled to be held on 12th March this year, but in a recent order, Union Health Ministry said a lot of representations were being received from medical doctors regarding the request to delay NEET PG 2022 examination date since it is clashing with the NEET PG 2021 counselling. As per directions of Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, Agriculture Minister of Assam Atul Bora and Mizoram Health Minister Lal Chamliana on Thursday held a cordial meeting over video conferencing on interstate border issues. It was decided that in the interest of farmers of bordering areas and peaceful coexistence, District Magistrate of Hailakandi will hold talks with his Mizoram counterpart. Further discussion on formation of high-level regional committees comprising representatives from both the states to find solutions to the decade-old border issue was also held. Special DGP Border M. Agarwal along with other senior officials were present in the meeting. Sikkim Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang attended the state-level advocacy program on Prime Minister Vandhan Yojana at Samman Bhavan in Gangtok. The program aims to provide value addition, branding and marketing for minor forest produce by establishing Vandhan Kendra to facilitate the creation of sustainable livelihood. The Chief Minister said this program is a step towards being independent and self-reliant. He urged the people of the state to work with dedication and is sure to extend support for their progress. He also launched a Vandhan logo and distributed checks to 30 Vandhan Kendras during the program. Now we take a short break. We will be back with more news. Stay tuned.
Come on boys, let's go practice.
अरे रुक यार, मेरे बैंक अकाउंट में गलत एंट्री का प्रॉब्लम हो गया है।
अरे तो बैंक को कंप्लेन करना।
बैंक को लिखे 1 महीना हो गया है, बट वो गूगली पे गूगली डाले जा रहा है।
तो आरबीआई के बैंकिंग लोकपाल को इन्फॉर्म करो।
रुक, मैं समझाता हूँ। जैसे क्रिकेट में थर्ड अंपायर, वैसे ही आरबीआई का बैंकिंग ओम्बुड्समैन। आरबीआई कहता है अगर बैंक आपकी कंप्लेंट को 1 महीने में नहीं सुलझाता तो आप आरबीआई के कंप्लेंट मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम पर ऑनलाइन कंप्लेंट कर सकते हैं। ये आरबीआई का आसान तरीका है आपकी कंप्लेंट सुलझाने का, और वो भी फ्री।
आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. In Tripura, Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb visited Kuwaifung Tripura State Rifles Company headquarters today. During the visit, he interacted with TSR personnel and inspected the state of facilities of the camp. He held discussions with the officers regarding all required amenities at the post and assured them to provide all requirements in time from the state government. The Chief Minister further directed officers to expedite all upgradation works. A blood donation drive was also organized in the TSR headquarters during the Chief Minister's visit. Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Pema Khandu, has been re-elected as the President of Arunachal Pradesh Football Association. He thanked members of APFA and District Football Associations for re-electing him and said it's a privilege and responsibility to lead the Football Association again. Chief Minister Khandu said the objective in the next 4 years of his tenure would be to promote women's football, scout and nurture young talents, allocate one football ground each to all DFAs and enhance the Tadar Tang state level football tournament grant from 20 lakh rupees to 50 lakh rupees. Meghalaya government has decided to resume normal classes from classes 6 to 12 throughout the state, subject to the consent of the parents. In a notification issued by the Education Department, classes 1 to 5 will continue online in Shillong and Shillong urban agglomeration till further notice. Meanwhile, classes 6 to 12 will resume their offline classes. In the notification, district administration has been recommended to ensure that all educational institutions strictly follow COVID-19 protocols.
That they can open the schools, and even in the urban areas also, from the class 6 onwards they can open, because classroom teaching is a must to engage the children, because it is there is heaven and earth when we compare the teaching through online classes and the classroom teaching. The interaction with the student, his interaction with his fellow friend, that enhances his capability and capacity.
Meghalaya Home Minister Lakmin Rimboy has assured citizens that insurgency is not gaining momentum in the state, while also expressing confidence that the police are well equipped to handle such situations. Replying to a query on how the government is planning to enhance security in Shillong, he admitted the police department has some constraints in terms of manpower due to COVID-19 situation. He said more than 900 vacant posts were advertised but could not be filled up due to the pandemic. In addition, the Meghalaya Public Service Commission has also conducted exams for MPS officers and the process of recruitment is on, he said.
There is some constraint, but having said that, the police department is fully equipped to handle. But as I said, policing is not only one-day affair. Policing is a constant monitoring, and we have to keep up with the whatever happening around us.
On the occasion of World Cancer Day, 44 Assam Rifles in Tamenglong district of Manipur under the aegis of 22 Sector IGAR East inaugurated 7-day-long Healers Conclave. A cancer awareness cum interactive session was organized by the unit in collaboration with Kachar Cancer Hospital and Research Center of Silchar. Padma Shri awardee Dr. Ravi Kannan was the resource person and he virtually addressed the attendees at Tamenglong. Doordarshan Sports Channel will not live telecast the opening and closing ceremonies of Winter Olympics being held in Beijing, China. External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Arindam Bagchi yesterday said it is regrettable that China has chosen to politicize the Winter Olympics. He said the charge d'affaires of the Indian Embassy in Beijing will not attend the opening or closing ceremony of the Beijing Winter Olympics. After this announcement in a tweet, Prasar Bharati CEO Shashi Shekhar Vempati said DD Sports Channel will not telecast live the opening and closing ceremonies of the Winter Olympics.
I wish to inform that our charge d'affaires of the Embassy of India in Beijing will not be attending the opening or the closing ceremony of the Beijing 22 Winter Olympics.
In the COVID-19 update for Northeast, Arunachal Pradesh has reported 2,196 active cases, even as discharge cases stand at 60,632. The tally for the dead is 291. In Assam, the active case load is 13,786, while the cured cases account for 6,98,288. The death toll is 6,518. Manipur has 3,976 active cases, even as released cases account for 1,28,137. The death toll touched 2,054. Meghalaya has recorded 2,005 active cases, even as dismissed cases are 88,269. The tally for the dead is 1,536. With a caseload of 15,632 active cases, Mizoram has reported 1,65,447 discharge cases, even as the dead account for 617. With 807 active cases, Nagaland has 33,137 discharge cases, even as the death toll is 736. Sikkim has 655 active cases, followed by 37,328 discharge cases, even as tally for the dead is 432. Reporting 1,726 active cases, Tripura has 97,943 cured cases. The tally for the dead is 915. In the COVID update from across the nation, with the administration of more than 55,58,000 vaccine doses in the last 24 hours, India's COVID vaccination coverage has exceeded 168 crore 47 lakh doses. Meanwhile, in the last 24 hours, over 2,46,000 patients recovered, taking India's recovery rate to 95.39%, with over 4 crore total recoveries. Over 1,49,000 new cases were reported in the last 24 hours. India's active caseload stands at 14,35,569. For more updates, viewers can also watch our bulletins and other programs on our YouTube channel, DD News Guwahati. And to end the news, the main points once again. Rajya Sabha continues discussion on motion of thanks to President Kovind's address. Center postpones NEET PG 2022 exams by 6 to 8 weeks. Assam, Mizoram to form high-level regional committees to solve decade-old border issue. Sikkim Chief Minister attends advocacy program on Prime Minister Vandhan Yojana, distributes checks to 30 Vandhan Kendras. And normal classes to resume for classes 6 to 12 in Meghalaya soon. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.